Hello and welcome. It's The Chats. I am Manny. The Yoruba traditional wedding is usually very elaborate and tedious, but it is a spectacle to watch. Usually, the bride and the groom are the main attraction on the occasion, but there's always one person who commands and controls the occasion. In Yoruba land, they refer to them as the Alaga, and they bring creativity and color to the occasion. My guests on the program has been doing this for the past 29 years. Let's meet her.
Popularly known for her fascinating traditional marriage comparing, Mrs. Abimbola Akinwunmi is a trained accountant and marriage counselor who remains one of the most patronized Alaga in Nigeria. Born in 1965 and attended Yaba Methodist School, Sabo, and New Era Girls Secondary School, Surulere. At the end of her education, she had a brief stint at First Bank of Nigeria as clerical staff. Subsequently, she obtained a bachelor's degree in accounting from the University of Lagos, as well as a master's in public administration at the same university. Her passion for entertainment came from her days as a teacher, when she managed the school's cultural group and won several prizes. This further pushed her into becoming a trusted master of ceremony for all the school's events and that of her family and friends. However, in 1990, she anchored her first traditional marriage. Though she had put in 18 years of meritorious service to the government at this time, she retired in 2004 to focus her creativity in comparing for Yoruba traditional marriage, and her unique class and style have earned her a huge clientele base over the years. Her 28 years of experience as an Alaga has taken her around the world, evolved a brand name, Ile Okoya, and also given birth to her YouTube channels, Now That You Are Married, a platform she uses to counsel married couples to strengthen marriages. She is a minister in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, where she co-heads the marriage counseling unit at her local church. The minister in charge of people living with disability, she has used her position to create awareness on the need to learn sign languages and assist many of those with impaired hearing secure jobs in the country, while offering scholarship to others. Abimbola is married to Tunde Akinwunmi, a chartered accountant and tax practitioner, and they are blessed with 3 children.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You.
The pleasure is mine here too.
Wow, I never really knew much about this Alaga. Is there another name for you guys in the business?
Oh, well, that's the popular name. But you can have Alaga Ijoko or Alaga Iduro, depending on what side you're working for. If you're on the bride side, you're Alaga Ijoko, meaning you're seated, someone is coming to ask for something precious from you. On the other side, if you're on the groom side, you're Alaga Duro, that is, you're standing. You're coming in to meet the person in the house, so to say. But outside of that, except you want to use the English Compere, it's still Alaga.
Let's start from your early days. I mean, you went to Methodist school in Lagos, and afterwards you went to New Era Girls Compere. But, what caught my attention from your biodata is that while in school, you were running, shows in the school as MC or something like that.
Yes.
Where did you pick that up from?
Oh, well, I've always loved singing. Maybe that's the basic thing.
Well.
Yeah. I love singing. I love dancing. So while I was in school, I would, join a group to do cultural display, cultural dance, So singing and dancing has always been a part of me from inception.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And did you see yourself being an MC in the early days when you were singing and dancing?
No, I think.
How did it happen?
Yes, thank you very much. I never had anything about Alaga myself until my wedding day. But I was singing and dancing because That's my passion. And I was just enjoying myself, not even bothering whether I was
What
entertained.
kind of songs were you singing?
Of course, when I was in secondary school, it was basically just cultural dance. But when I got to higher institution, I joined the Pawandikas Club where you do a lot of dancing, different kind of songs. I was just having my fun. That was the beginning. Until 1990, when someone told me, it was a friend, she just told me, Bimbo, I want you to be my Alaga. And I said, excuse me, what do you mean by be your Alaga? I don't even know what this Alaga's business is all about. She told me, it's all the talking you do here. Just go on and do it. And, I tried talking her out of it. I didn't know I was on the path of destiny. I tried talking her out of it. Let me get you the person that did mine. She's insisted. So I just picked the video I watched. Oh, they were singing and dancing before I came in as a bride. And I tried my hand on that, and that was the beginning of it all.
What, if you recall, was your very first occasion of being, an Alaga?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it was the event of a friend, a very close friend. She was my hairdresser. And that was the same year I got married. I was newly married. So she just insisted. And I tried out my hands on it. And it turned out well. And people were asking for card. I said, no. I'm not an Alaga. This girl was just being naughty. And they said, no, all you did there is all we want. Just repeat what you just did, And I had to tear pieces of paper to write my contact for people. And over time, the more you do it, the more, because it's within, creativity would come in. Sometimes you say something and you too will laugh. Where did that come from? That is when you have passion for something. It's unending. It keeps flowing like a river. As you think you're going this way, you try your hand this way again, and then it turns out well. And that's what I've been doing. I can't give you a script of what I'll do at any event, but I just do it as it comes to my mind. I flow with it because I enjoy doing it.
Let's even go into numbers now. How many do you recall you have done?
I can't recall.
Really?
It. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Why not?
Because when I started newly, it was not in quick succession. Sometimes you don't get to do more than 2, 3 in a whole month. Then it increased. But as we speak now, to the glory of God, I can do as many as 4 in a week.
Really?
Yes, in 1 week.
No, so it doesn't have to be on a specific day.
No, some people get married on, especially when you're moving towards the end of the year. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day of the week.
Well, you have done this for 29 years.
I've done it for 29 years.
Consistently.
And still counting. Yes.
And still counting.
Yes.
You have children?
Oh, 3 beautiful children.
Yeah? Is there any girl amongst them?
Yes, I have 2 girls and a boy.
2 girls and a
Yes.
boy. So when they get married, are you going to be the Alaga?
Oh, definitely. Definitely not. I'll be sitting as a bride's mom.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But if you ask me who will be walking my place there, I can't tell you precisely who now. Because sometimes I wonder too, who's going to do this?
You must be thinking about it now.
Yes, I'm already thinking. Yes.
How old is your daughter?
I have a 28 and a 25.
Wow, they are ready.
They are ready.
So you should have a name already, in the making.
Yes,
Is that something you have discussed with
Yes,
them?
it's going to be solely the decision of myself and the bride. We'll have quite a high number of people that are good, people that do anchor. It's just the decision issue. Who amongst the whole
After the marriages, do you tend to monitor the bride and the groom? Up to what points?
Not 100%. But this question you just asked led me to open a YouTube channel where they can learn tips, because I discovered of late that many people are actually busy planning their wedding. They are not really prepared for the marriage. So when they get in there, at the least provocation, they are ready to throw in the towel. So that led to the Now That You're Married channel that we have, where we give tips of what to expect and how you can cope. I believe every marriage should work, provided you're ready to pay the price for it. There's always a price for something good.
Why is it that most of these marriages don't last?
Oh, well, from my study, majorly is lack of tolerance. A young lady...
Isn't that about incompatibility?
It's intolerance. You're not... This is the way we do it. This is how it has to continue to be. Forgetting that there are two different people raised in two different environments by two different sets of parents, having different sets of norms, values. So your ability to accommodate some things that you've never taken and letting go some of the things you have always done all your life is what makes you tolerant. So, but a lot of time they're just not ready to take it. No, it has to be this way and that's it. Is that this or nothing else? I think that is more of a challenge in the marriages we're having. It gives me pain when you hear that somebody that had been married for less than 1 year and they go on their different ways.
It's like a microwave, you know, it starts very hot and then before you know it, it goes off. The thing I wanted to find out is, you have been doing this thing in Yoruba. Have you ever had the occasion of doing a Hausa traditional wedding?
Oh, yes, I've done for different tribes. Even in Yoruba land, you have different culture, depending on the state. But I've done for the Hausas, I've done for Igbo, I've done for Delta. In fact, I know quite a lot when it comes to Edo, the Benin culture. All you need to do is to learn it. You learn from people and then you give it out to those that have engaged you. But most times...
How much time do you need to learn?
Oh, well, 1 week, I'm good.
Really?
And I'm ready.
Week?
Yes, 1 week, I'm good and I'm ready.
The language or what?
Oh, definitely not. What I do is, it's more of their tribal songs than the wordings itself. And if you can get the songs right, nobody will know that you don't speak that language. That's the secret.
Can you pick up one that you recall, you know?
Okay. I'm a Yoruba person, but if I want to sing core Benin song, I don't know if you would understand it. Oh, amanima, oh, afuma megbe o, nebi Jesu no geni matute, oh, agele manima. Don't ask me for the meaning.
No, but you also find yourself emceeing occasions where there are different cultures.
Yes.
Yeah? And maybe the wife is to be is Yoruba and the man is Benin. How do you handle that?
Oh, well, if you are doing for just one side, especially if it's the bride side, you must be able to carry everybody along. So it means you must be conversant with the culture of the groom. That of the bride is going to be more predominant because that's the one that will feature more. But that does not mean you're going to close up or neglect totally the culture of the other person. So what you do is to kind of do a balancing whereby nobody gets bored. You don't, for example, if the bride is a Yoruba, you don't speak Yoruba all through, you know, knowing that the in-laws don't even understand any bit of Yoruba at all. So in that situation, you anchor more in a global language, which is English, and then you do less of Yoruba and less of their own dialect as well.
Let's talk about the way you anchor. These are all plaques of perhaps a marriage proposal and
marriage acceptance. Yes.
Take me through the procedures.
Yes, these are called wedding letters. The proposal comes from the groom's family. Apart from telling them your mission and the bride's family house, you get it documented. And that's where the letter comes in. That I've told you my mission here, but this is a document, you know, an everlasting document to tell you I'm not just saying it verbally. You want it recorded, you want something like an evidence apart from the marriage certificate. And then the bride's family, this will be read to the hearing of the bride's family, and then they respond to it saying, okay, we consent to it. And that's when the acceptance letter will be presented to the groom's family. Saying, even as you have brought the proposal, we have accepted your proposal. So they also go with a document saying that, okay, of course, to be signed by the bride's dad, that he has agreed that they should take his daughter as a wife.
That's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
This is the moment you pick a question and answer the question yourself. You read it out.
Okay.
Don't look at it.
I'm not. I'm going the other way.
Right.
All right. What will it cost to start up a business like yours in today's Nigeria?
Wow.
What did it cost to start this kind of business? Nothing financially, except the clothes you put on.
Really?
It's something that has to do with your talent. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You can't learn to become an artist. If you don't have it, then it can't develop. So all you need is to just sit down and think of how to put it together. No financial commitment at all.
And doing this job has not affected your marriage in any way, has it?
Oh, well, I initially, it was a challenge because sometimes in those days when there were no phones, I wasn't able to, say precisely where I'll be at any point in time to communicate to my husband. So sometimes you get home and then you meet an angry husband, But over time, he came to have that understanding by compliments that people will give to him. That was wonderful. We met your wife at so place, and that encouraged him to encourage me. So he had that understanding that, that is my passion. And today, we're doing good.
Great. So, he is also an accountant.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's why he's supported.
A tax practitioner as well.
Yes, he is.
So, where did both of you meet?
Oh, we met in school.
In school?
Yeah, I read accounting. I don't know whether I should have read entertainment and whatever it is, but I read accounting and he was in school, so he was 3 years.
Are you both taxpayers, regular taxpayers?
Yes,
Do you pay your tax regularly?
He ensures that.
Does he pay tax?
He does. And because he's a consultant, he will tell you it's time for you to put this together and then we'll pay. You don't have a right to complain about anything if you're not paying your tax.
Now, this is something I find very interesting about your biodata. You are a minister in the Redeemed Christian Church of God with a divine call, I understand, to the marriage ministry.
Yes.
Yeah? You co-head the marriage counseling unit of your church.
Yes.
Part of your passion is to ensure, or you have that desire to ensure that marriages are eternally begotten, yeah? And you have a program on YouTube called Now That You Are Married.
Yes.
Okay, so that's in Yoruba means Ile Okoye. Is that the meaning?
Oh, well, Ile Okoya simply means it's time to be married.
Okay, so now that you're
married is a follow-up.
Okay.
That what can I do to enjoy my marriage, to maintain my marriage, to ensure that my marriage is eternal as God has planned it.
Now, you counsel a lot of people.
Yes, I do that.
Who counsels you? You have been 29 years in marriage now.
Yes.
How did you manage to hold on to?
Well, when you find elderly couple that have been married for longer years than you have been, and then you still see them together, sharing some things that you admire, then you can get close to such people. And that was what we did. And from what we have experienced, our errors, our solutions to the errors, willingly I share with people that say, this is how to handle this when it comes your way. For example, when you talk about finance and marriage, people feel your money is your money. The wife says, my money is my money. My husband's money is our money. How do you handle that? Or when you talk about sensitive issues as in-laws in marriage, interference, and you find a lot of people having issues, by the reason of that. So what we do on that channel is to teach couples, both male and female, what you can do to cope with pressures coming from both within and outside your home.
Who wears the trouser in your house?
My husband is the head of the home.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it should be. I'm not an advocate of, don't let me say this today. Yeah. But when you talk about feminism, it's a good thing. It's good for a lady to get educated. It is good for you to have career. But when it comes to marriage, there's another that I think should be maintained. It's your duty. You have to.
Hand over your money.
We run that openness is all I preach. We have a joint account that only God knows when last we had a couple in it. But there's openness when any money comes in. I know it comes home. It tells me. I tell him too. Oh, I just got a new client that paid so much. You know, when you are more open with money, money will not begin to dictate what happens in your marriage.
You're about to be cast away to a desert, you know, and you will require 5 items to take along with you. What will they be?
Living or non-living or both?
Everything.
Okay. The number 1 thing will be my Bible.
Yeah.
The number 2 thing will be my husband.
No. You cannot take
I was asking if it's human,
Okay.
human or non-human.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take it again.
Okay.
Number 1 thing will be my Bible. Number 2 thing will be a very thick blanket. Number 3 thing will be something that can produce light, either a torch or a box of match. And then number 4 thing will be water. And number 5 will be bags of fruits.
Yeah?
Yes.
You like eating a lot of fruits?
Yes, because I know that it won't get spoiled quickly. And then you don't know how long you're going to be there. At least you need to survive. Once you have your fruits and you take water, you get enough nutrients to sustain you for a long period of time.
What pet name do you call your husband?
We go by first names. You know, sometimes people wonder, you have
There's
children.
nothing romantic about the names you call?
Oh, well, we're probably because we were best of friends before we eventually got married. So we've always been doing the first name thing. And then up till now, some people, feel they feel offended when they hear you do things like that. That you have children does not stop you from calling your husband what he calls. He still calls me by my name. He calls me Bimba. I call him Tunde.
Okay.
And that's...
You got married at some point in your life. Was there an Alaga to oversee your wedding?
Yes, I had an Alaga. I still meet with her, and it gives me great joy to announce to her over and over again. I tell her, don't forget you did mine. Each time I remember one day my children will need to get married and I'll be needing an Alaga to come and work there. I develop a bit of fear because, you have told so many girls, Ili Okoya. Now it's your daughter that is about to just walk out of your home and get united with the family. Sometimes I wonder, how am I going to cope? It gives me a bit of fear, a bit of, what do I expect? How will I be able to say, okay, I've told so many people, so somebody else is telling you now it's time to move. When I say that to other people's daughters, I say with such great passion, sometimes the bride will cry. So I'm wondering, am I going to be crying on that day or am I just going to let go? So
that'll be interesting. And it will be soon,
Yes,
thank you for being on the program.
Thank you so very much.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Hope you have the best of times on that day when it comes.
Yes.
It's been
I look forward to it.
Abimbola Akinwunmi, my guest on the program, who is an Alaga. I am Manny. It's been The Chat. See you next time. The Chat is produced by Channels Television. You can watch it again online. Just visit our social media platforms: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.